Hi everybody, I'm Paddy Hunter-Murphy, and this is the Senior Pickleball Tips Podcast, where we discuss everything pickleball as it relates to us seniors. Hi everyone, welcome back. This is part 2 of Paddy's journey of how on earth he won a gold medal in the English national singles finals. So anyway, buckle up and hope you enjoy it. Do listen to the end because I put in quite a good summary at the end about game strategy and mental strength that you might find helpful. Anyway, hope you enjoy it. Okay, so I'm in the semi-final and I'm against this guy called Richard. Would you believe it? He's a giant. He's 6'8". I have a photo somewhere and I look like a very small person next to him. I am quite small. I'm only 5'7", but he was 6'8". Now, luckily, there's a guy at our tennis club called Chris, who's also 6'8". I gave him the nickname of the Albatross because he's got such a long reach across the tennis net. And I have beaten Chris at singles over the years, and I've beaten him by putting the ball down to his feet and keeping it low. I mean, if you're tall, you've got to get down to the ball. And especially in pickleball, that ball doesn't bounce very high. So my whole tactic for that game, certainly on the backhand, was to cut the ball, lean in, cut it, keep it low. And also another tactic that I had was don't necessarily hit the ball all the way hard to the back of the court. Every now and again, hit not really a dink, because in singles, there's not a lot of dinking and resetting, to be honest with you, but just hit the ball quite softly so it sort of almost hits the kitchen line. So you bring the tall fellow up to the net. So I had thought this through when I realized I was playing a giant. So I did do that. I had a strategy. I had a tactic. I took my time. Now this semi-final was a game to 15, win by 2. It's as simple as that. I took my time, but even when I was up 14-3, I was fully concentrated, right? I did not expect to win. I was sort of fist pumping a little bit. Come on, Paddy. Even at 14-3, 1 point away from getting into the final, right? Interesting also, I was up about 7-2 or something like that. And I thought, rather than just keep going, I'll actually get a bit more aggressive. And that helped, I think, a little bit as well, just to kind of knock the stuffing out of Richard, which it seemed to do. And I managed to win it 15-3. So, and you know what? I was over the moon. I went up, shook his hand, and I realized I'd won a bloody medal. You know, I had won a medal. So because winning the semi-final, obviously, I'd won a silver medal. Even if I'd walked up the stairs and twisted my ankle or broken my leg, I would have walked home with a silver medal. So I was so pleased. Gave Alan a big hug and it was just fantastic. And I was absolutely elated. It was a great feeling. But still in the back of my mind, I was more relaxed because I knew I'd won a medal and that was helpful. I thought I'd use that relaxation, take some deep breaths and just enjoy that moment, sort of almost celebrate the winning of a medal. I went up to Richard and his mates and we had a bit of a chat and I commiserated with him, and what a great guy. We had a lovely chat. And then I wanted to know who I was playing in the final, and I thought, I do not want to play that bloody Nigel again. I do not. He's too consistent. He's too good. Of course, Nigel won his semi-final and we were both in the final playing again. And I'm thinking, oh, good goodness, good God, I do not want to play this gentleman again. He's too consistent, too good. Nice chap, but he's too good at pickleball. So what was I thinking? I suppose the main thing I was thinking, I've got a medal. So I was a little more relaxed. It wasn't the end of the world or anything. Anyway, we started the game. Now, this was best of 3 sets to 11, win by 2. So it was like a proper pickleball match, if you want. We had long rallies, just sort of trying to figure each other out, especially when we were sort of 1-1, 2-2, long rallies. I kept consistent. He kept consistent. I was hitting my backhand with a slice down the line sometimes, but well into the court, because I had missed a few of those earlier, and they were like, you know how sometimes they curve out of the court. So I was doing that, but he was just stepping in, staying in there, pummeling my backhand. I didn't feel super comfortable, and consistency, we were both being consistent, and we all know that is a major part of this sport. Be consistent, folks, and we were. And then we got to 8-8. Now, I knew at that point that this was a turning point at 8-8, and I knew I had to win this set. I kind of knew that if I'd lost the first set, I wouldn't have won this final. I kind of had it in my gut. I had to win that first set. So much so that when we tossed up for serve, Nigel won it, and he won the serve. And I realized that as we were knocking up, I was facing all the busy area behind Nigel, you know, all the other courts and people walking past and stuff like that. And so it's quite hard sometimes to see the ball when you got the busy area in the background. And because I kind of felt I had to win that first set, I went up to Lou, the tournament director, who was just there. And I said, Lou, if Nigel wins the toss to serve, can I choose ends? He said, yes, you can choose ends. So I actually swapped sides. I asked Nigel to swap sides, which was my right, so that in that first set, I was facing the very nice dark green curtain rather than the busy background. Now, getting back to that set, we were 8-8. And you know what? Having that background, I think, helped me hugely. And I decided to be aggressive. At 8-8, I thought, I've got to change it. I can't keep that consistency going. Not against this guy, Nigel. He is blooming Mr. Consistent. So I thought, be a bit more aggressive. So I did. I started doing what I did in the semi-final against Richard the Giant. And I leant into my backhand and I was slicing it very, very low over the net. And, you know, it just got a bit awkward for Nigel. And I won the next 3 points. And I won it 11-8. And I knew in those 3 points that was basically whether I'd win or lose that final. I knew those 3 points were it. If I'd lost that, I don't think I could have come back. I don't know why. I just don't think I could have. Maybe, but I just don't think I could have. So in those 3 points, I kept focused. I was aggressive, but how can I put it? Is there such a thing as consistently aggressive? I don't know. Not really going for the lines, just trying to make it awkward, and I won it. Won that first set, and I think the change of ends really helped. I had a drink, a long drink. I toweled down. Alan gave me a bit of encouragement and just said into my ear, Paddy, keep it low. So got into the second set, a bit nervous, thinking, you know, this is the final. I haven't been in many tennis finals. And this was certainly my first pickleball final, my first pickleball tournament. Thinking, you know, how should I do this? Just stay focused, breathe, try not to overthink it too much. And for some reason, I kind of won the first 5 or 6 points. I kept focused, and I thought, look, just keep going. And then I decided I was 6 points up, maybe 6-1 or something like that. And I decided, look, I'm just going to kind of try something a bit else as well on my serve. So I decided I'd try on the forehand side of serve, I hit some low wide ones, which I kind of was quite good at doing. And again, Nigel wasn't expecting this, I don't think, and he hit them up, and I managed to volley them away. Because that worked, I did it again, and it worked, and I did it again. So something, if you change your tactics and it doesn't work, maybe try it one more time. Still, if it doesn't work, go back to where you were and be consistent. But if it works, keep it going. So I just kept it going. But even when I was up some sort of 9-3 or something like that, even when I was up, I was focused, be consistent, I was breathing, I was taking my time, and I managed to get through. I managed to get through and win the bloody thing. Now, Nigel is an absolutely fantastic player and a wonderful guy, gentleman. And Nigel, I know you'll be listening to this, so I hope that's all pretty accurate. So, and I couldn't really believe it. The whole thing was completely surreal, especially getting through the round robin by 1 point. That was crazy. So other things that, for me, for Paddy, what I do, and again, this is just me. I'm not telling you this is what you need to do. I'm just telling you this is my experience, and you may take one or two things away from that. What I do is, well, I did in Loughborough in that tournament, is I loudly called out the score every time, before I served and before my opponents served. And before the match, before the game, I'd go up to him and I said, look, I'm going to loudly call out the score before you and I serve. I hope that's okay. And he always said, yeah, fine, no problem. Because I sometimes lose the score. We're all getting on in years, and I lose the score. And it has been known in tennis matches where I've lost the score and I'm sure my opponent has diddled me and won the game when maybe they shouldn't have. And that's a lesson I learned probably 10 or 15 years ago. So I actually called out the score each time. That helped me. That was something that I felt was a good thing to do, but I did ask permission from my opponents. I took my time between points. So if the ball went over to the other court, I didn't start running for it and chasing for it. I just stood where I was, just kept my breathing going, just kept it going. I went to the back of the court, especially when I was at the curtain end, right to the back, just breathe. So sometimes I paced up and down a bit, and that helped me. I did my breathing. I was focused as best that I could. I have a serving routine. I bounce the ball a couple of times with my paddle. I look up, I hold the ball up, make sure my opponent is ready for it, and then I serve. That helps. Have a serving routine so that it gets you into a flow. That helps. So anyway, I hope this has helped you. Now the summary, how on earth did Paddy win this English Nationals singles title? Well, I'd like to say it was all mental strength and strategy. But there's luck as well involved. People say you make your own luck. I'm not sure. Maybe over your whole life. I don't know. But it was luck. It was mental strength. I was focused, took my time, did my breathing, didn't rush. I don't really think of much when I'm breathing. I'm just breathing, sort of getting into that yoga thing if you can. And strategy. Before each match, I knew what I'd try and I knew what I'd do when that didn't work. At least have one other plan B. If you have a plan C as well, that is really good. I was willing to try new things quickly. So when I was down by 4 or 5 points, I try something a little different, but still trying to keep it as consistent as I can. Obviously, if you get aggressive, your consistency goes a little bit out of the window. Try and be aggressive and consistent as you can. I'm chatty. I talk to everyone. It's just who I am. That helps me. So I go, I chat to people. I say things like, oh God, I'm really nervous. Please be good to me. So do I use a bit of psychology on opponents? Yes, I probably do. I said it was my first tournament. I was saying I don't really know what I'm doing, which worked maybe for the first 3 games until people realised maybe this bloke sort of does hit the ball quite well. But in the game, I concentrate. I'm not chatty. Having said that, if my opponent hits a good shot, I'll say, good shot, mate. That was fantastic, and I'll clap them. I had Alan there, my pickleball mate from my club, to encourage me, and that was a great help. So all those things combined to help me win this medal. And I am really trying not to be braggy, but I did. I won it. Ha 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 ha. Woo-hoo-hoo. So I just still don't know how. But I had a great day. Thank you, everyone. Thanks to my opponents, David, Stephen, James, another David, Nigel and Malcolm, and especially Nigel, whom I lost to and then beat in the final. What a great guy. We've exchanged WhatsApps. We will definitely be meeting again. So hope that helpful. I hope you didn't think it's Paddy being braggy. Just wanted to share my experience, and hopefully you can take away 1 or 2 pointers. Okay, let's have a summary here. Let's look first at game strategy. Have a plan A. Keep consistent. Very, very important. Play to your strengths. Change your strategy quickly if you need to. Certainly have a plan B, have a plan C, and even a plan D. But failing these, keep the ball in and keep consistent. If you go into a run, i.e. you're getting points in a row, just keep in the flow. Don't think about it too much. Don't think, oh goodness, should I change? Should I keep? Just keep going. Keep doing what you're doing and keep in the flow. Keep in that rhythm. And alternatively, if you're in a run against you, they've scored 3 points in a row and you're worried you're just going to lose another 3 or 4 in a row, try something different and do it quickly. Do it in that next point and the point after that. Even if you put up a high lob or reset when you don't normally. So these can be helpful for game strategy. Right, let's look at mental strength. Take your time between points. Have a serving routine. Bounce the ball. Take your time. Breathe. Breathe deeply and carefully. And don't be distracted in a tournament. So don't go chasing after stray balls, for example. Or if a ball comes onto your court, don't be the enthusiastic Labrador puppy that goes and runs after that ball to give it back to people. Just breathe, stay calm, try and stay in the moment. Don't ever give up. If you're 10 love down, don't give up. You can win it. If you hit a bad shot or you can't recover a shot, just let that go. Put it out of your mind. I like to say, zen it out. And very importantly, 1 point at a time. Games are won by points. 1 point at a time. Let things go if they go badly. Stay in the flow if they go well. 1 point at a time. Have fun, enjoy it, and remember, winning isn't everything. Just look at your life, see how lucky you are, and how wonderful it is to play pickleball with other people. Just enjoy it. Okay, bye for now. Thank you for listening to the Senior Pickleball Tips podcast, and I really hope you enjoyed it. Now remember, we've got the Facebook group, we've got the seniorpickleballtips.com website, so please head on there if you want to be more involved. It would be great to see you. Okay, my senior pickleball tips friends, paddle up, stay safe, and most importantly, have fun. Don't want to miss an episode? then follow and subscribe to the Senior Pickleball Tips podcast. Find it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Amazon Audible, or even just ask Alexa. And please leave a rating and review. Okay, folks, we'll leave it there. See you on court. Bye for now.